So the more this thing goes on, the more Akademiks may be revealing that he was a double agent all along. In this video, we got Akademiks talking about not only why he don't like the Drake lawsuit, but he's basically saying Drake is wasting his time, essentially. And believe it or not, he says some of the same things that I've been saying this whole time, literally word for word, kind of, almost. Of course, the OV hoes, they only like him when he's speaking in favor of Drake. But I will say this. It makes me think that a lot of the stuff he has said in the past is either rage bait or who knows what. But maybe he's really getting upset now that he ain't getting that interview, that he ain't getting the attention that all these other people been getting. Well, I won't even say all these other, but that the Aiden Rosses and them have been getting, you know? Maybe he's a little jaded. He might feel a little jaded. You know what I mean?
No, it's because Ak works with you. I've always worked with labels, number one. But it's not. That's not why I'm saying that. I'm saying this is. I don't. Why sue the label? Why sue the label when Kendrick said it? Just sue the nigga. Now, again, I don't mind the lawsuit because I want to find out Drake's business, like his real business, like the shit he probably wouldn't tell me. I want to know how much he's getting paid. I want to know how much Kendrick's getting paid. I want to know how much everybody getting paid because I'm a pocket watcher. But so I don't mind the lawsuit because hopefully these things will come to light. But here's the point of everything. Like, I don't get what the lawsuit against the label. I get that, okay, they devalued you, this and third. But now it's kind of going to conspiracy land. Oh.
Now it's kind of going to conspiracy land. Nigga, this shit been going to conspiracy land. Nigga, they was on that bus months ago. They hopped on the train of conspiracy land last year, my man. We all been saying that from the get-go. And the longer that it went on, we kept saying it. So yeah, he been riding that train. But this ain't help. Remember, this is the originator of the bot theory. This is the guy who brought another guy, an anonymous figure on, who said that he was part of the bot movement, only to have to retract the statement and say that somebody from Spotify said that wasn't the case. So I find it funny that the originator of one of the points in the whole conspiracy, this bot thing, that originator is now saying we're into conspiracy land. Nigga, if anything, you helped build the houses in conspiracy land.
But now it's kind of going to conspiracy land. Oh, all of these people, Spotify, Rock Nation, which maybe Rock Nation, because they definitely do shit like that. But Spotify, UMG, they all came together and says, ha, 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 now is the time. Let's get Aubrey out of here. Nah, I don't think so. I think they put it out as any record. I think that
Drake sitting back mad as a motherfucker now. Like, that nigga thought I wasn't ever gonna give him an interview before. Sure as hell about to give me one now. Hey man, it's just funny to hear this coming out of this dude's mouth after everything he said. But I will say that I do think that this is probably what he's always thought about it. And I think a large part of it has been him trying to make content. And I think part of it probably is, and I'll stand on this, man. You know, I think he's a little jaded, man. His boot thing ain't give him that interview, ain't gave him that shout out. He ain't give him that stamp of approval. And so now, you know, he doing what he do.
you know, Kendrick has certain type of say, and I believe that they, you know, even the deal they did with Spotify, I think Kendrick signed off on it. I think Kendrick and PG Lang signed off on, we'll take 30% less revenue for additional push. But that's something that Spotify's always said. They've said this, that artists, like this idea that Spotify did this deal where they took 30%. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Spotify's under fire. This is way back. This is 2023, before the battle, for 30% exposure charge for artists using discovery mode. That's essentially what Kendrick did, even though he didn't need to do it because he's a big artist. But They clearly wanted to win the battle, and they probably thought they're fighting against Drake, who's the fucking algorithm king in their minds. And they're like, yo, we will take 30% less, put the song everywhere. So I don't think that's like let's do the special deal just for that. So, that's why I'm not a fan of this lawsuit, honestly. And again, I understand no matter what I say about this, unless I'm like completely one side or the other, somebody's going to get upset. But in reality, I don't like the lawsuit. I think he should sue Kendrick Lamar. My nigga, it's cool. But I think
at this point, that's too late, man. I mean, honestly, yeah, he should have. If he was going to sue, which he shouldn't have in the first place, he should have just took his licking and kept it moving. That's what he should have just did, because it was never going to turn out good in the first place. But I think I've seen somebody else say this. Now I know UMG gets to do discovery. If this thing goes to trial, things might come out, but it would be even worse if it was him and Kendrick and they both, who knows how that would have went. Either way, it was just a bad move on his part. And he chose the lesser of the two evils. I just don't see this turning out well either, though.
I think the problem is, this lawsuit is kind of like why not even if you're suing UMG, why not add Kendrick as someone that's a co-defendant? You're talking all about him. So I don't like the lawsuit at all, honestly. Anyway, Salah, that's the guy I ran into, bro. This nigga was so tight. He said Drake had them confiscate his phone, bro. Nigga was mad. So yo, bro, Drake had them confiscate my phone. He was mad. Yo, Drake, you owe him a new phone, iPhone 17 or whatever. You're supposed to have discoverable information concerning UMG contractual relationship. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I also do believe that the more this lags on, Drake has to get some type of win, even if it's superficial. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if he's going this hard and we don't see no type of win, like legally, even if it's one of those, okay, you know what? They're going to withdraw the lawsuit and this issue has been settled and we never hear how much he got or whatever. The fans are going to assume he got billions. But that will be at least a win for Drake.
Listen, I've been said this a while ago. I've been saying this a while ago. He ain't saying nothing that myself and many others already knew, right? The longer this goes on, the worse it looks. If his plan was to pressure UMG into a settlement, man, it ain't looking good. And look, the ultimate win for him would be for them to say there's been a settlement, whether or not they, release the details, which they won't, because his fans are going to spin it however they want to spin it. And regardless of the terms of the settlement, it would look like a victory. So, but I mean, he needs more than that even now. This is looking crazy, man. Yeah, they got a new fucking conspiracy theory on X every other day, but all that nobody really listen to that. All that is BS, right? At this point, in the public eye, he has not made any headway, right? No Spotify, no motion there. iHeart, no motion there. Even with UMG, nothing's really happened. You got these people you chasing down with subpoenas, bro. You using all this money. What any of y'all out there that's supporting this lawsuit with Drake, tell me tangibly, what has he won so far? What victory has he gained? Now, if they get it to go to trial, that's a small victory. A small victory for the moment. Doesn't mean he'll win, but it's a small one. But up to this point, he's been losing, man.
He took on the establishment. He kind of won. But I'm going to be honest with you. If he falls flat and loses, I'm going to be honest. Honestly, for me, I think this is worse than the battle.
Exactly.
I love Drake. Drake's my guy.
Exactly. I said the same shit, man. He would have been better off taking his L, going back, falling back, come out with something. Well, what did I miss or whatever, right? And boom, we back on track like it never happened. You know what I'm saying? Back like I never left, right? This shit it's already worse. The image of who he is has been damaged more because of his actions since the battle than it was during the battle. During the battle, he just was getting clowned. That was going to happen to either whichever one of them lost. That was going to happen. He was just getting niggas was just laughing, right, making jokes. Oh, PDF, blah blah blah. All right. But somebody who had a little bit of mental fucking fortitude and some emotional fortitude would have found a way to come up out of that. He don't got that though, and so he's been spiraling ever since. Had Kendrick lost, we would have seen a whole. I think he would have definitely shown somebody or shown us what it would be like to come back from something like that. And that's, of course, if was a fifth, right? Because he wouldn't. But had he lost for whatever reason, I think he would have handled it a whole lot better and shown you how to come back from that. Maybe similar to like the Jay-Z and Nas situation. But yeah, man. Yeah, if he don't, I'm telling you, man, all this shit they talking, all y'all little OV hoes up out here saying what y'all saying and y'all cheering this and cheering that, bro. Y'all better hope he can get it to trial, at least have a chance, right? But if he don't get nothing out of this, if you thought it was a rap before, man.
My favorite rapper ever. But this lawsuit is like, but that will be at least a win for Drake because he took on the establishment. He kind of won. But I'm going to be honest with you. If he falls flat and loses, I'm going to be honest. Honestly, for me, I think this is worse than the battle. I'm going to keep it a beam. And I love Drake. Drake's my guy. My favorite rapper ever. But I feel like this lawsuit is why it's keeping the sentiment of what, I've already got over the idea that they battled already. Okay, cool. I want to hear his new album. I know he's going to talk about his new album. Like, yeah, niggas turn against me. Cool. But every time we're talking about the battle again, it's because of this fucking lawsuit. Before, Kendrick was dragging it, right? And of course, he's still performing not like us on his tour, but he was dragging. Oh, I'm at the Super Bowl. Will I say certified PDF? I'm like, damn, this nigga's dragging it. Grammys. Oh my God, he's dragging it. At this point, the only time not like us is keep being mentioned is this fucking lawsuit, bro. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just telling you, I'm not a fan of it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and
yeah, but the crazy thing is too, that Drake think he be cooking. He think he cooking, man. Drake think he cooking with Kaya up in this motherfucker or something, man. He got the Pinocchio shit and he making subliminals and he got his fans going on scavenger hunts and shit and trying to connect the dots. It's an exercise in futility, man, to say you wish he would stop because he's not going to. Because he's crazy, he's listening to the other crazy people because they make sense to him. That's the problem.
For the Drake fans who do like this lawsuit, I do want to ask y'all, what do y'all think is going to be accomplished? If the goal is, we could say Drake made billion. Oh yeah, maybe you won the rap battle, but Drake made billions off the lawsuit. I guess, but like, I don't get it. Now, me personally, I think Drake just wanted $700 million or whatever the fuck he wanted from
That's a wrap.
He wanted from Universal.
That's a wrap.
And I absolutely believe that if they come to an agreement, I think this is not going to court. I'm being honest. I do not think this is going to court. I say we're gonna have 4 to 5 months of this bullshit, and after that, we're gonna hear about a settlement. We're gonna hear about a settlement, and it's gonna go away. That's it. It's like everything else. These things don't go to trial. That's
not outside the realm of possibility, honestly. I think they both got a vested interest in not going to a trial because there's probably things on both people's ends that they don't want brought out, right? UMG and Drake. And at the end of the day, it would be worse for Drake though, right? Because UMG is going to continue being a machine that they are, right? Today it'll be a story. Oh, this came out about UMG, blah blah blah. They're going to keep going. Not so much for Drake, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came to some type of agreement if there is a trial. But we ain't got that far yet.
Things don't go to trial, bro. It's like when Wayne was suing UMG or suing everybody, and we just found out it went away. You know what happened? Universal came in and said, "Yo, we're gonna give you this money. We're gonna take over the masters," and that's what it is. This ain't going to trial, but I think Drake just won his money. I think Drake probably realized he's maybe missing out on 100 to 200 million, and he said, "Fuck it. What's 5 or 10? I'll invest 10 million to go get that 200 back. I'll invest 5 or 10 million to go get that 200 back that y'all try."
But at what cost, though? We talking money. See, this is the myopic view that somebody like them would take. At what cost is that 90 million? Is that 190 million worth your reputation and legacy that you worked hard to build? You'll have the money, but you lose in the reputation legacy department. And some people who short-sighted will say, "Yeah, I'll take the money, but I think my name worth a little bit more than that." And then some of y'all might say, "Well, that's what he's doing. He's trying to clear his name to Peter." Nigga, nobody. It was a rap battle, man. It was a rap battle. He put allegations on another man. Allegations got put on him. It was the rap. That wouldn't even be as big of a factor as it is had he not taken it to where he's taking it. He was getting clowned, dude. That's all. Now, he pretty much, this man put allegations that he made from a rap song in a court document. That's on paper for all perpetuity, for all posterity to see. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me, man, he ain't do more damage to himself than Kendrick would have ever even thought about doing.
Take off the table with me. That's what I think this is. This ain't going to trial. Salsa Verde says, "You don't get it. That's why you're not interested." Duh. Like, what do you mean? Yo, listen, y'all. I keep telling y'all not bigger Drake fans than me. I don't care who y'all are, but y'all listen. Y'all not gonna have me go with blind standum to just say, "Yo, Drake, like this lawsuit is going to prove something for us fans." To keep it real, if we fans of Drake and his music, why the fuck you even give a fuck about this lawsuit? If he wins or loses, it only means extra money for him, or he lost money if he didn't win. How the fuck does that change anything in the narrative? Anyway, I don't like this shit, bro. The reason why I don't like it too, plaintiffs harbors convicted sex offender. Allegations refer to any allegation, statement, or suggestion, or insinuation, or rumor, whether it's contained in a recording, image, video, otherwise, and whether presented as fact, opinion, hyperbole, or otherwise. The plaintiff is a convicted plaintiff has been charged with a sex crime, or the plaintiff engages in pedophilia or sexual acts with minors. The plaintiff tricks children. The plaintiff is or should be registered as a plaintiff's harbors centers as Toronto residents. Plaintiff associates with certified files and individuals who should be registered as sex, or that Kendrick Lamar Duckworth has information about any of the aforementioned allegations. Okay, I understand this whole sentence or this paragraph, but I keep saying, why ain't Drake suing Kendrick? Sue the nigga. Don't sue. Like, Apple ain't got nothing to do with it. TikTok ain't got nothing to do with it. Sue Kendrick Lamar. Act. Mr. Chronicles, thank you for the 5. It says, Act. This lawsuit is for him to drop the album on his own time and get out of the deal. Simple. The label was trying to shelf.
Nah, man. Nah.
You can't shelf a guy who is responsible for at least 5% of your revenue. Like, you can't shelf that guy. This is not like, what do you think this is? You think this is like Young Buck? What the hell? By the way, if anything, the lawsuit will want them to hold up his album. It's more about exposing than the actual lawsuit. That's what Salsa Verde is saying. Exposing what? Here's my thing, brother. And I keep telling everybody, I've worked with labels. I'm very open about it. I'm not here protecting them. But I'm telling you that if Drake think that he's going to be exposing some secret, he's going to be exposing some secrets about himself. It's impossible that Drake has became Drake and he thinks, like, if you're the guy saying, oh, niggas is using steroids, they're going to basically say, well, we know you use steroids at some point. So you're not exposing anything. You're not exposing anything. Not to me. Because I'm pretty sure if I'm Universal, I'd be like, what? All right, if I do get exposed, we would just show that we did the same for you at the point. Somebody said, I don't get him. I don't get it. Move on.
These niggas is dumb.
No, bro,
hey, that's the end of the clip. He don't get it. Move on. They don't be wanting to hear the true bombs. Hey, look, in this case, he didn't say nothing that was wrong, man. And I've been saying this shit since last year. There's no benefit. The risk wasn't worth the reward. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And it was just the wrong angle to take. A lawsuit against whomever. Kendrick, UMG. It was just bad, man. It's fucking stupid. Stupid, man. But yeah, he's getting on the OV Ho's bad side now. Who knows? They might go make up some text or some allegations coming out against academics. Hey, more allegations incoming, but this time compliments of the OV Ho's on X. They don't like when you go against their guy. That shit's funny. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check you out in the next one.